I do feel like this is a repetitive message, but it's coming through again. How, well, like the universe is a mirror. What you're putting out, you're getting back, but where your true intentions lie. So this is why it's so important to love and honor yourself, get to know yourself, make sure your intentions are from an open heart and so forth. And that way, when you're moving that way, it's just a blessing for you. And of course, we're going to stumble into things, but your intent was good, so you'll get good back. But they were showing it the other way too. Like you've heard, what do they say? Like your haters are your biggest fans. Something like this. That idea, whatever those sayings are. And it's like those who are moving from fear, from ill intent, from lack, right? Because if they want to, like if they are jealous of you or envy or want to hurt you or harm you or take from you or steal from you or be you or all these things, that's from what they're really telling themselves is they lack that, and that there isn't an abundant world and that they aren't good enough. And so that's where they're operating from, and so that's what they'll get back. And so they'll get the short temporary fix, right? They'll get the instant, let's say they want to steal from you, right? So they'll get the instant stealing. They'll take something from you, but then it's like, it's the idea of karma, right? Like that's probably how you hear of that when it turns around and smacks them, where it's just the mirror showing them, oh, you operated from, you wanted to harm another, take from another, steal from another because you live in lack. So then the universe has them live in lack, right? Or has them get stolen from, or this kind of thing, because that's what they put out. That's what they wanted. And they're like, no, I don't want it for me. Well, it's like, well, that's all of us are. You have to understand that. And it's like, be your best self. That's all you got. So focus on you. Stop focusing on others or comparing or competing. But it was more than this. It was more of like this, your haters are your biggest fans. It was like the very thing they fear. Right? Like the very thing, let's just stick with that. Like somebody tries to take from you because they don't want you to have. But you're always getting an abundance because you live from an open heart and you want everybody to have. But you truly do because you've done your inner work, versus somebody who just smiles and says that, but doesn't really mean it. It's almost like the universe will see it. Again, this is not exactly how it works, but this is a story and understanding so that you can have a better understanding and grasp. But it's like the universe will see that's their intention, and in turn, the universe will bless you that much more. So it's like your hater's biggest fear will always come true because that's where they're operating from. And so it's like they're actually promoting you to blessings. Does that make sense? So it's like somebody wants to take from you because they don't want you to have. Well, you don't recognize this and you're always operating from your heart, so you're always receiving. But if they take a large amount from you, they think they're happy because they've taken from another. And so that's why it's like those are like labeled as sins. It's not exactly how it works, but it gives you a general guideline. But once you get a grasp of it, you can understand those better and recognize that's not really what's relevant. But nonetheless, because of their fear that you would have more, they take from you. But because of this, their fear comes true. You'll always have more, right? You're always receiving. Do you understand? So it's like, it serves you to focus on you and to love you and to open up your heart and operate from your heart. And at the same time, it's like those who are super sensitive, like we can feel people's daggers, right? Don't try your best not to worry about it and certainly not focus on it, and keep your focus, it's like on your own path. Because even though you might feel and fear that people it's like out to get you. Don't look at it like that, because then you'll call it in, because then you'll start operating their way. You have to stay on your own path. Understand you are in control of yourself and yourself alone. And just recognize, like, it's okay to actually have those haters or those people with those ill wishes, because if anything, they're just promoting you. They used to show it in ways where it was like, they would show it like this angel, and these demons would be stealing from this angel, but it kept elevating the angel. So it was like the people that were stealing from the angel were only getting, it was like the leftovers, but it forced the angel to keep rising above. I don't know if you remember those. They would show that a lot, where it just ends up elevating you. So it's the idea of, if you're coming from an open heart, your highest and best, don't worry, you'll make mistakes. We all do. You're human. Yet you have to get to know yourself and make sure that's truly where you're operating from. Versus many people will say they're, quote, doing the right thing according to their rule book, but that's not how the universe works. The universe doesn't operate on human rule books. And you know deep down, if you're starting to take a look or be honest with yourself, what do you really want? What do you really want? There's a lot of schadenfreude out there, people taking pleasure in other people's pain. They really want to take from somebody. Why? Because they want to hurt them. Why? Because they're jealous of them. Why? Because they want to be them. Right? It's that love-hate relationship. There's a lot of sickos out there like that. And if you're operating that way, you have to recognize what you're telling your soul, what you're telling God, what you're telling the universe, what you're telling your higher self, whatever you want to call it. What you're telling yourself is, you're not good enough. You're not worthy. You don't love you. You want what they have. They're better. But then you convince yourself, no, they don't deserve it. They're not better. I'm better. And you start, it's like competing. Well, you're competing with somebody outside yourself. You should only be competing with yourself. You should only be wanting to show up as your best self each and every time. There was a whole nother thing, actually. Now that I'm saying that out loud, there was another vision that was coming through that was very similar to that. But I don't feel like getting into it. They kind of want me to. Okay, it's like, I'll do it in another one. Thanks so much for tuning in and listening. You can now purchase an audio journey with me using the link below.